Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the TNT podcast. So it has been a turbulent 24 hours as a United fan, but nevertheless, we are here to give you some interesting football news and our hot takes. And as usual, do the usual. Subscribe to us, like and follow, and also our message man, Mr. Tarun, has something to tell you. So Tarun.
Yes, guys, if you like what we put out, please do follow us on Spotify and please do subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on both these places as the Next Team Podcast. And you can also follow us on Instagram and you can follow us on TikTok as well. We're there. And our memes man, Mr. BK, has a lot of solid content for you. So we are on both these places at the Next Team SG. And the links for all this can be found in our description below.
Yeah.
Back to you, Pram.
So if you remember last year in like January-ish, I was saying 21 is coming, but it didn't come. But then this year, I think 21 is going to come because Ronaldo wore 28 in Sporting, and then he's going to wear number 7. So we take 7 away from 28, it's 21. Okay. So anyway, moving on from that, interesting topic.
This is some big level math, Pram.
It's very interesting. But okay, anyway, we talk about that.
But all I asked you to just briefly talk about it and just rub it in Pravin's face. That's all I said. You don't have to bring the math in.
Yeah, but anyway, we will be talking about it further later in the discussion, so stay tuned. But first, let's look into the recent results. And of course, it's it's a staple to talk about Arsenal's downfall in our podcast. So first, we got to talk about the Arsenal 5-0 annihilation by City. So anyone has anything to say apart from everything was wrong for Arsenal?
How about we save
Arjun?
it? Arjun or Pravin first? Pravin first, then we slowly build up to it. We slowly build up to Arjun after that.
I mean, yeah. It's ready. The tears are there ready. It's going to come out soon. Arjun. Quite expected, to be honest. I mean, go in. I expected more. I mean, 5-0 is like an okay kind of performance.
Wow.
I mean,
He can get away saying anything at this point.
Yeah. I mean, they are relegation side. So you think about it, 5-0. It's expected more from City, to be honest. But okay lah. It's okay from our B team, I guess. So, yeah lah. Let's hope the next game is a better game for City, I guess. Yeah.
It's funny, you beat Norwich 5-0 and then you beat Arsenal 5-0. And then next week Norwich are playing Arsenal.
That's a solid 6-pointer game.
Solid relegation scare right there.
It's like the Man City Thrashers just play against each other to see who got the better.
It's a relegation battle between those two sides. Like if whoever go off the table, they will win. I think both teams got 3 losses.
The table.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we are 19, they are 20th. So. The only reason why we are 19 is because our club name starts with A. We have the same goal difference as them.
Oh my god.
I think they scored in the Premier League.
No, they scored. So you are 20th already. They scored last night.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. They lost 2-1 to Leicester.
Himu Puki, right?
Are you guys the only team that hasn't scored a single goal in the Premier League yet?
I feel like we might.
Yeah.
It
is
Arsenal is the only
I
team
think so, yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't remember any other team not scoring.
That is.
Yes, yeah.
So I do
Not
your
as-
thoughts.
Yeah, to be honest, Chelsea and City, I expect us to lose. So I can't overreact and say if we had a better manager, we would have gotten a better result. I don't see like our players are still for me the biggest problem. Arteta is also a big problem as well. I'm not gonna defend him after this kind of performance as a manager. But the one that hurt me the most was Brentford, to be honest. The fact that that's like, if you look at the first 3 fixtures, that's the game that we should just pick up 3 points here and then see what happens in the next 2 games. But the tempo was set from the start. After the loss to Brentford, it's like, oh my god, we can't even beat Brentford. What are we going to do against the European champions and then the Premier League champions? Which is the truth. And like you could see it in the players, it's like they are playing through the game hoping not to lose, and that's never the right mentality to go into a game. This is just gonna get into trouble. I mean, after the red card, they already exploit so much space even with 11 versus 11. Imagine what's going to happen when you're 1 man down. They did what it was a clinic from City's point of view, and disappointing, but I can't say I'm surprised.
I would say one thing, like, I don't even think it's a case of City being too good, to be honest. I don't even think they've hit their stride by any means. I mean, I know the scoreline is 5-0. I just feel you guys were horrendous. I only saw the first half.
We were.
I don't even think they're favorites for the title, honestly. So you don't have to be that.
Your City,
So-
okay. I would still argue against that. I mean, they're still getting the results, so you can't discount them. But the thing is, ultimately, like, the goals you all consider were very, very soft, I feel. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
the first two goals were very soft.
Gundogan, I mean, I feel Leno, he's a very good. I see him as a very, very good keeper. He's kept you. In a way, it's like De Gea for those 3 seasons. I think Leno is that stature, that he keeps Arsenal in games for a longer period of times. And him not being able to see the Gundogan header, I don't know. I feel he should have saved it. I don't know. Do you agree?
The
with me?
first goal, right? Yeah, I
He
agree.
was
I think he
fingertip,
should have.
I think he should have saved it.
Yeah.
Having
He should have done better.
he got a good palm to it as well. So I expect him
Yeah.
to save that. And the second goal, oh my god, that was Sunday League defending at its finest.
Yeah, Cedric Suarez.
I could have done a better job than Cedric on it. No, not really. I would have done
I
the
honestly
same,
don't know what he
not
had.
even better job. I would have done the same exact thing. I mean, why is he getting paid wages for that? I can do the same thing in a Sunday League match and concede a goal. Maybe I have a better chance of getting my foot to the ball. That's about it. That is unacceptable at this level, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Like he was caught in two minds. He went to hit it, and then
Yeah.
halfway he changed his mind and then brought his foot up. So
Exactly.
I don't know. He looks like he was doing kung fu, and then and the ball just went
Yeah.
through. And the ball just went through, and I mean,
Yeah.
in those moments I do feel sympathy for Arteta because you can coach a player as much as you want, but if he pulls off shit like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think he set us up pretty defensively. I mean, we fired at the back.
By the back, yeah.
And then he plays Kolasinac, and he says Saliba isn't the standard that is required at this club, but he plays someone who's being sold to Fenerbahce like in the next few days. Someone who hasn't played a game for us in a year, and he puts him in a back three against quite possibly the best football in terms of football style, the best team in the country or even the world. So I don't get it. Like it's like he's setting us up to fail.
Yeah,
And,
I get it.
That's just what happened. We just got overwhelmed. Yeah, the goals we considered were soft, but then even if we didn't concede those goals, the Rodri goal was just pure quality. Like he curled it right. The ball was away from the post and just ended up right in the right corner. I mean, that's just quality.
That was like
And
Toni
yeah,
Kroos. That
yeah,
was like
yeah,
really.
exactly.
That was like that goal was like Toni Kroos goal.
It just shows the quality gap. It's just widening. So yeah, that's what I think.
What a time to be alive. Arsenal.
And the players they have brought in.
I guess so.
And the players they have brought in, I don't think they're like how to say.
just
closing
like
the gap
to-
also.
just like to
Really-
pull
Yeah,
a
they are not going
stand
to
up.
close the gap instantly. Yeah.
We spent less money than Arsenal, right? This window.
Yeah,
I think so.
Someone told me.
Arsenal is the biggest. Arsenal is the biggest spender in the entire top 5 league.
Yeah, I mean they've sold players,
Ronaldo-
yes, but
Ronaldo
yes.
costs less than Ben White. I'm just saying. No,
It costs less than
I ever
Maguire.
think-
So.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
but
we.
it's-
yeah.
Nobody's
I don't know why
Okay, lah,
you-
but that's a very bad comparison, lah. But
Yeah.
but like yeah,
I
I
mean-
mean I would still say your transfer business, your transfer window has been quite abysmal to say the least. Like
It is.
it's quite.
I think
like,
the difficulty is that with us out of Europe, we can't. We know we need like assured quality, like proven players that can improve us instantly. But we cannot.
No one wants to come, lah. That's the thing.
No one wants to
Can't
come.
attract
So
them,
we
like, yeah.
So we had to concede. Like we had to basically we've conceded as a club. The next 2 or 3 years we're not gonna succeed in anything. So we might as well bring in young players that we could improve, and maybe in 2 or 3 years we can be a way better side than we are right now. And for me right now, I can't really be unfair and say that that's stupid, or that's not something that's going to work out. We never know until they're given the time to
But,
do so. But
okay lah,
the results
then-
are so bad in the short term that it's hard for me to stay patient, and it's hard for all the Arsenal fans to stay patient because we've seen so many projects being publicized to us, and then we keep failing, and then so why should we have trust in this process? That's our thinking.
yeah,
as a fan base.
Mesut Ozil sent a tweet, right?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
yeah, it's a heartbreak.
Just rubbing it
That's
in.
the-
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's pissed off at what's happening at Arsenal because he genuinely does care for the club.
Yeah,
And you can say that he was harshly treated by the Arsenal regime. He probably doesn't like Arteta anymore. They used to be very good friends at the start. They all
Yeah.
buddy, and then he just got frozen up for 6 months.
I
Did they play
mean,
together? Arteta and
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
he did.
I
They
think
did.
so.
together.
They played for like 1 or 2 seasons. Yeah.
But you go see the like I said post match interview. Pep say that Arteta is more than a good manager. He's like, I mean, he's must try.
Yeah,
I mean, he's like basically the only guy who can save the club. But that's what Pep said.
I
coming
don't
up
think he's being genuine. Like, to be honest, it's just that he's a very good friend of Arteta, so he's never going to come out and say, "Nah, yeah, he has to get sacked." And even if
no manager will say that, lah.
no manager ever
no manager's gonna
like,
say that.
criticizes another manager. So I don't take too much
but
out.
that doesn't mean he has to like give such a praise, I guess.
I mean, he's biased because he's a Arteta is like a younger brother to him, pretty much from that time.
Oh my God, just
City.
imagine
So,
he takes over at 2023.
Yeah, y'all are getting relegated. He's going to play Sterling as CDM.
Trust the process, Deepak.
Trust the process.
Process the trust.
Process the trust. Okay,
I
so
think let's
all agree that
Arsenal are bad. Yeah,
Just some
Something
closing
good.
remarks on the Arsenal situation. Now, I don't want to say anything, but after 3 Premier League games, Arsenal 21-22 have worse stats than Derby 07-08.
Ooh.
oh my God.
To be honest, the championship doesn't sound that bad.
Maybe you can win that.
I mean, for context,
Maybe.
to people who don't know, Derby had the
They've
lowest
never been-
they had the lowest point count in the history of the Premier League, right?
In
That
that
season,
Premier
that
League,
particular season.
11
Yeah.
whole points.
Yep. Well done.
Just saying, Arsenal has never been relegated, right?
No, but I think Arteta is the man to break that record.
There's always a first
Really
time
do.
for everything. There's always a first time for
I
everything.
honestly, every game, right, he breaks another record, but in the wrong way. And then like, I think this is the first time we are the bottom of the table since 1913. We are
Oh, damn.
we are the.
Oh
I think this is the first time we've lost 3 games. The first 3 games of our season. Our worst start ever. Let me think of others.
67 years.
Our possession was the lowest ever recorded.
Yesterday's
for us.
match.
18%, I
Yesterday's
think.
match.
Something crazy like that. Yeah.
14,
So,
I think. Oh, 18.
well done.
18,
Well done,
oh,
Together,
Arteta.
together, 18%.
Really cementing his legacy as an Everton legend.
Even Everton are doing well, by the way.
Yeah, Everton, Rafa Benitez is a class
Yeah.
manager,
Yeah.
so I expect
Magic worker.
Magic worker, miracle worker.
Absolutely.
But the
Darun
sad
Steele
thing
of
is,
football,
right, if anyone, like, how to say, maybe like next week he loses again and y'all sack Arteta or something, like, who's going to come and manage you at this time?
Zidane.
I don't know, maybe Graham
Sam.
Potter.
Big Sam.
don't-
Big Sam is
Brighton is doing
Big
better.
Sam sounds like a very Arsenal appointment to make. I wouldn't even be surprised.
No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, Big
No,
Sam
it
is busy
doesn't
playing
sound like
poker at Vegas. Don't disturb.
He's not Arsenal. I'm not going to have that. Just talking on ass, bro.
Rather get relegated, Arjun.
I honestly, I've seen this before. I rather we get relegated than have Big Sam here.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
honestly very overrated. But okay,
Okay.
let's move on.
Let's move on to the next fixture.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I don't know what we talked about in there. We talked about a lot of things. But as a neutral, I just like to see these polarizing views on Arsenal. Like just getting more and more one-sided on like getting Arteta out. But on a more, I don't know, we saw a red card, we saw another red card in the next match or so. So there was the Chelsea-Liverpool game.
There's a Stonewall penalty and red card.
Yeah, that has led to even more polarizing.
Stonewall.
Yeah.
Love the
Maybe-
vocab.
Maybe Tarun, you explain why you think
I nearly
it's a red card.
translated that in Tamil, but yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Tarun, maybe explain why you think it's a red card. Then I think I agree with you, but a lot of people don't. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean the people who don't agree is because in that phase of play, it's hard to not concede that. But at the same time, the rules say that it's a penalty because his arms were away from his body, and it's a red card because it's a denying of an obvious goal scoring opportunity, which is a straight red in IFAB laws. So honestly, there's no arguments to be made, lah.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel it's like
the people who
similar.
argue also have James in their FPL, so that's another story. But yeah.
Probably.
Praveen.
Yeah, so
Anyway, no,
but
yeah. No, one more thing I feel like is actually very similar to when the defenders slide and then the trailing arm goes to the back of their, I mean, like behind, you get what I mean? Like if, like, say they put the trailing arm while they're sliding and the ball hits the trailing arm, even though there's no intent per se to sort of stop the ball, it's more of just a natural.
But how do you measure intent though? What's
Exactly.
the
So that's the thing,
Yeah,
lah. So
that's the thing.
That's the thing. So you, in that sense, you have to apply the rules absolutely, and the rules say if it's a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, it's a red card straight away. And in this case, it was.
Intent in the sense that the only way to see intent is whether the hand is in a natural position or an unnatural position, lah.
But that sort of,
If
I
it's
think
the hand is
that
on-
rule sort of went
No,
out the
but
window.
when
right?
when you slide, your hands are connected to your body. Your hands move. It's impossible to keep it. So
Like there's no
intent
way,
doesn't apply.
Praveen. I think that the natural position, I think that rule got taken off. I think last season or the season before, if I'm not wrong. And
No, a natural position.
No,
if
it's
the
still-
same,
it's still
no,
around.
no,
it's still around.
there.
Is it?
If
Oh, okay.
if
Natural
James's
in the
hand,
sense
right?
that if it's like close to your body, that's considered natural.
Yeah, lah, that's
If you
natural,
don't-
lah.
Yeah, but
Make
what
it-
do you
make your
call
body
exactly? But it's
bigger.
still a very grey area. That's the thing. Like you cannot judge what is.
Basically, if James didn't swing his right arm out, and it was like together with his body, then that's and after that the ball still hit his arm. It's not red card, lah.
I feel like if that in that motion,
I don't-
the natural thing for your arm to go is up, like I don't know. I've been a defender before, and I know that if I do that, unless I restrain my arm actively,
Yeah.
there is no way
Yeah,
my
I mean,
hand is
that's-
not going to come. So that's the only
As
way
a
possible.
defender, no, but
Yeah.
as a defender at that level, you're supposed to do that. Simple as that, lah. You're supposed to restrain your
Yeah,
arm.
lah.
lah.
But yeah, I mean,
If you don't, you get a penalty. I mean, you give away a penalty. Lah. Simple as that.
it's a risk. Yeah, it's a risk. Yeah, but yeah, for me, yeah, it is a pen, lah. I mean, sorry, it is a red card. No doubt for me. But I do sympathize with him, lah. I do sympathize. I don't think it's a very easy position to be in, because if he, let's say, were to restrain the arm, yeah, you could argue it would have been a goal, lah. Like, yeah, and would have made the game interesting. I mean, okay, might have 11v. Okay, what I mean is, it wouldn't have been 11v10 where Chelsea are defending the second half. It would have been 11v11, and I think it would have been a much more open game. Yeah.
I think Chelsea would have won in that case.
Yeah, we all wanted to see the Lukaku Van Dijk battle at full fledged, but then because of that red card, then I don't know. It wasn't the game we wanted it to be. So,
And
disappointing.
Lukaku was targeting Matip.
yeah, actually, yeah, Matip was not bad. I think. Again.
I heard first
Matip
half
was good
Chelsea.
actually.
No, Matip was good, is it? Okay. Now I heard
He was
first
good
half
against,
Chelsea were
Lukaku.
better than Liverpool. Is it true? I didn't watch the match per
Yeah,
se. I only watched highlights.
Yeah, actually, I think Liverpool had a lot of like they could have done something, but we didn't really take our chances as well. And honestly, Chelsea also didn't take the chances much, except for that one super nice header. Had to give it to them. That was a very nice goal.
Howard's flick goal was damn nice. Like what
Yeah.
technique? Perfect. The trajectory was
Yeah.
amazing.
But I would say at the time that they scored that, it was kind of against the run of the play, because Liverpool really started the first half very strong. Also started the second. It's very hard. It's just very hard to break down Tuchel when he's set up to defend.
Makes sense, like yeah. But I mean, do you guys expect this result 1-1, or do you all think one team were
I was
favourites?
expecting a draw.
Yeah,
To be honest, because
given Chelsea's
Anfield-
quality, yeah, I think a draw is quite fair.
But I feel like 2 years ago, if you're playing against a 10-man Chelsea, you would have scored a few more goals.
but it's not
Against-
2 years ago.
But that's the thing, lah. The
Yeah,
way they
against
kept the
Lampard,
shape
I would
was
have said
so
we would
good,
have
ah.
won like 4-1 against a 10-man Chelsea. But I mean, this Tuchel is class. It's a class manager.
No, but
They kept the shape very well, lah. That's the thing. Like, they didn't even like give any space, half spaces, whatever. They
I
covered
think
it up
Rudiger had
so
a very
well.
good game.
No,
Didn't
even the
Mendy make
scary,
a shit towns? Yeah.
the
Yeah,
scary
but that
part
was
is that
Liverpool making a lot of like we just took a bunch of long shots at one point.
yeah, but it was all like going in also, lah.
Yeah, it was
If
all
he didn't
on
save-
target. Like
just
Mendy
if
had
he-
to save them, but it's not as difficult as like point blank range from Salah,
That's true.
which he had one on his right foot and then he just rolled it to Mendy. But
Fair play.
Well done.
And the smoke does it for me.
but yeah,
But okay, lah. I mean,
I
they
think
still
that-
haven't conceded from open play. No, that's actually like still damn mad.
Who? Liverpool.
Like Chelsea still have.
Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Okay.
I mean, Salah's got a pen, what? So
yeah.
we going down to 10 men and they still didn't even consider a goal from open play. I mean, the first two games also they kept clean sheet, right? First two games for Chelsea. Yeah.
It just shows.
Yeah, lah. I mean, defensively they are so good. So it's like, I mean, if a team like Liverpool can't break them down, I don't know, and somehow it's like a 10-man Chelsea, lah. So I don't know.
No
Going the
team-
season is like,
Yeah. No, no team have a 100% win record yet, right? I think
Yeah.
after yesterday, like
Everybody has dropped
who-
points.
West Ham
Spurs
dropped
are-
points.
Spurs
Spurs
can.
have. Oh, because they have 2 wins, right? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Spurs going top of the
Spurs
league.
win.
What's happening, Arjun?
It's going according to the script. Just wait until maybe December when they'll be like 6th or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
It
just
just
going back
shows-
to the Liverpool game, I have to mention Javier Elliott, 18-year-old kid,
yeah.
full of class, man. I think he was one of our best players. I think he was our best player on the field.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
fact that he's benching Thiago and like
Yeah.
Naby Keita, and then it's not even like a surprise, shows how good he is. Like I know I meant that as a
Yeah.
compliment.
I know.
I'm not trying to dig out Thiago. I actually love Thiago also. Yeah.
But yeah, Javier Elliott, he's been so
Fast
good
player.
since preseason. I just hope he can continue the form.
Yeah.
Keen, Javi.
I guess it just
18.
shows
Wow.
the stark contrast when Arsenal go 10 men and Chelsea go 10 men. What happens in
Yeah.
each of the. It's just.
In the
We
class,
were
a
already
lot of-
2-0 down.
yeah.
Yeah, but still.
There was
it's
nothing
just,
to be saved. There was no motivation. Just like okay, let's just make sure it's not double figures. And yeah, good job, guys.
So I think. Are we done for the fixtures? Do you want to move on to the elephant in the room?
It's not an elephant in the room. It's a
Literally, it's here.
Yes.
Okay, so
Not an elephant in the room, it's a poster in the room.
Just a post.
so everyone wants Man City to win the treble, right? Like I guess Praveen wants to win the treble, but I think the only treble you all want is to bottle Messi, Kane, and Ronaldo in one transfer window.
Ooh. It's put you in a split.
And I will take my happiness for the time being because I don't know how long it will last. Because I don't know, later they say something like, oh, Ronaldo's medical visa, something went wrong or something.
Okay, I mean, they put if they post on social media, it's very very unlikely it'll
Yeah.
collapse.
True. But
I think
But-
with Brexit, it just might take a bit longer for the visa to go through. Like Odegaard couldn't play against Chelsea because of the visa thing. But yeah, I think for
But-
Ronaldo, they will
but-
expedite the
He's,
process.
he's expected to start against Newcastle on 11th September. Anyway, there's an international break coming in, so it's a good
Yeah.
thing. In fact, I heard that he's going to Lisbon straight to start playing for Portugal. Like, it's not even for, he hasn't so I don't know how the United medical and all that process will take. But
He probably did
yeah.
it like in Italy.
Yeah, likely he finished his medical already.
Yeah.
Clearly, the guy is going to fail a medical. lah.
But what does this
That's
say
it.
about
You
the
have,
club
you have
size?
negative fat percentage.
Anyway,
you're
yeah.
not healthy.
But let's just
fittest person I know.
let's just take a step back and review the 24 hours prior to that transfer.
Yeah, man.
Romano tweeted, "Here we go." Not yet. Here we go, lah. City are favourites to sign Ronaldo, and I was just heartbroken. I think Man United fans are probably already burning his shirt or something.
But
So I'm guessing
low-key-
Ronaldo is better than Messi now again.
He always is to me. Even if he went City, he's still the best for me, lah. I will still not for me, lah. I'm just
enough,
Ronaldo.
fair
I'm a Ronaldo fanboy, lah. I literally have a poster in my room.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I wonder what tells me that.
Exactly. So yeah, for me, I was fearing the worst, honestly. Like, oh my god, he's going to City. But some part of me always told me, like, how can United sit back? How will the board allow Ole to just say that, oh, he's going to sign Haaland in January? I mean, that was a big rumor that's coming along. Like, oh, he doesn't want to sign Ronaldo because he's going to get Haaland in January. He wants to build a young squad. But it didn't make sense to me that Manchester United will sit idly by while their biggest city rivals take their. I mean, Ronaldo is still class, like he's still a top. He's the top Serie A scorer, and he's still the top Euro scorer. So I mean, I don't understand why a club like Man United, when a player who said in 2013 is willing to come to United if he ever comes to the Premier League, why would they sit idly by, lah? And yeah, thank God I was proven right, lah. When Ole gave that interview, I think prior to that, right before, I mean a few hours before the transfer actually took place, I think that was when I knew, like, okay, it's coming. He's coming home, boys. Like, just to recap, like he said something along the lines of Ronaldo knows where United are in terms of what we feel about Ronaldo, lah. And like Agent Bruno as usual sort of did his trick, and he managed to convince Ronaldo to join us, which is fantastic. And yeah, when Romano finally put that "here we go" tweet, oh my god, I went berserk. It was brilliant.
So basically, Agent DS bottled it.
Yep. Praveen, thoughts on this?
I mean, to be honest, it's like how to say. I mean, it's good that Ronaldo went back to Man U. To be really honest, I'd rather he go back to Man U than come to City.
Oh, okay,
mean-
it's interesting. I didn't expect that from you.
I mean, he come, I mean, I don't want him to lose like how to say, the legendary status. I mean, he comes to City. I mean, yeah, lah. Obviously, you think about it, there are higher chances of him winning at City, lah. I mean, I would say like 8. Just like how to say, he's definitely
Fair
going to
enough.
win 1 or 2. With Manu, he doesn't have that. How to say, he's not assured trophies. With City, he's definitely is, lah. And plus, how to say, project wise and everything. I mean, yeah, City would have suited him very well. Like like after that, for him to play in MLS and stuff like that, Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he would have suited him very well, lah. But the thing is, how to say, he would have lost the the legend status. I would say. I mean, he would be a
Yep.
Premier League legend, lah. But how to say, it will be a lot of backlash, lah. I don't think. And for a player like Ronaldo, I mean, if Ronaldo couldn't. I mean, if there was a player who can take the backlash, it should be Ronaldo. But how to say, even he couldn't like let that happen, lah. I would say
Yeah.
that's the thing, lah.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, seems like he actually had planned to join United all along. Like I think Patrick Evra released that message. I don't know if you guys follow Evra on Instagram. He actually released like this a screenshot of messages, a convo with Ronaldo, and he was like saying he's coming home. And this was quite some time back before the transfer was officially confirmed by Romano lah. So in a way, I think it was just like the media creating this whole hoo-ha, and yeah, I mean, to me, it gave me a heart attack. I'm not gonna lie. I would have. I mean, imagine the scenes if he joined City and I have this poster at the back. Imagine the scenes.
I mean, it would be just sad. Like you have to take it down already. Like simple as that.
I still keep it like, I mean, yeah, but the thing is,
Pramod has a Liverpool cap in his background. Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, I just
that's
noticed.
that's been there for like ever. But okay. Doesn't it show the size of the club of City? Like, no matter what they do, they're not going to be that
No,
Liverpool.
no,
or,
I don't think so. I mean, they're still signing very, very good players. It's just Ronaldo has a history with United. That's the only reason
Yeah.
why he joined us. There's no other reason. I mean, honestly, City, I have no problems attracting
What do
quality
you mean by
talent.
if you want, we can go out and buy anyone, and they would love to come and play with us. I mean,
And
why would
they,
we not want to
they
play
have
with
they
the
have
best
a
manager?
pep they have the pep factor. Why would they not join? Like I don't
no,
buy
like
that.
your
argument.
relevancy is different from size of club. Like global fan base, like full of
Yeah,
full
okay
of
lah.
football.
Maybe
All
that
that's
part I can
different
understand
from-
lah. Like maybe you all
So you're telling me we don't attract talents, or
no attract.
players don't wanna sign
Pramod is talking about two different things. I feel, in a way,
Yeah,
like Pramod is talking about size of club. I mean, I think you all can still attract talent, but
Like PSG is a big club, but it's as old as Messi. It's like 35 years old. So there's two different things between like history and also like how
okay,
good you
so
are. You
so
are very
wait.
good.
So Arsenal is a very huge, very big club with a lot of history. I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
as a player, would you want to play for Arsenal or would you want to play for City?
I wouldn't want to play for Arsenal.
No, but Arsenal
I
is
mean, there
like
you
the
got the
only-
answer there already.
yeah.
normally, yeah.
Pramod,
No, yeah,
Pramod,
it's more about how good your club is right now.
I
The
think
history is
history part
you
is just
can-
for
yeah,
the
as a
fans.
fan-
It's a fan thing,
as
lah.
a
I
fan,
mean,
you can appreciate.
I mean,
but
yeah.
as
If
a
the
player-
club is okay, yeah. Sorry, Arjun, finish your point.
No, as a player, you care more about where you can go to compete right now.
Hmm,
Because you only have
correct.
like 10 to 12 years to compete at the top. So the history part doesn't really come into.
You know-
I don't think it comes into context as much as it.
I
For
feel
Ronaldo,
it
it does though.
Five,
I
10
feel
Ronaldo,
it.
it does.
I feel it only comes into context if let's say United are right now United and City have been the top dog. I mean, over the last decade, I would say Liverpool and City are sort of up there challenging for the title. Maybe Chelsea occasionally, but United haven't been that. If let's say United and City were going neck and neck for this past decade, then I would say United have a better chance of attracting talent because of the history. That's when I think that history plays a part. But right now, I don't think it does. If absolute results wise, I mean, if Ronaldo had no affiliation with United, he would have probably joined City, which I wouldn't be surprised. Why would he turn down the chance to work with Pep? Yeah.
To
That's the
be
thing.
fair to City, they didn't exactly bottle Kane signing. Kane was twerking the entire window
Yeah.
so that he could join City. It's just Daniel Levy is stubborn as hell.
Yep.
It's
So,
just
yeah lah.
no, I'm not saying they bottled. It's just they could
I
have
mean,
got those.
it's just
three, but they didn't.
circumstances. What you
Yeah.
can't just rephrase it into bottling. What it's not accurate.
No, I'm putting it as a
I mean, just
down.
I mean, it's
football.
just fun.
Yeah,
It's just fun
just
to
funny,
shit on.
Pramod
It's just fun to
thing.
shit on City, lah. Don't worry.
Yeah, but they
But
keep
yeah.
winning.
If we keep winning,
I
I
mean-
mean, it's like I
We
don't.
can
give
just
us-
keep shitting on them. They just
Yeah,
they'll keep.
I mean,
they're
just give
making
us
history
some-
right now, lah.
Yeah, give us something, that's all.
Yeah, lah.
We got something going for us.
I
But
guess-
anyway,
I
yeah.
guess so.
Coming back to United, I just feel what a transfer window. This has been the best transfer window for us since Ferguson left. Sancho,
It's possibly
Varane,
the
and
best
Ronaldo.
team.
CR7.
possibly
I mean,
best team
I was dreaming about this, like Ronaldo coming back to United. I never had. I mean, as a United fan, I never seen Ronaldo play live for United because I didn't have subscription then, and I wasn't really following football
Oh.
actively as I did right now. I was only about 8 or 9 years old, so I didn't really follow football actively, lah. So right now, I'm honestly, it's mouth watering to watch Ronaldo back in the Premier League, and I can't wait, lah. I think I'll watch every single match devotedly just for Ronaldo. Like
I just hope you all don't finish top 4. The moment you all don't have Champions League, my man is leaving.
I don't think that's happening, lah. Okay, but
That's not gonna
we
happen.
will-
though.
that's definitely not happening, but I mean, certain things. I mean,
you are telling me Ronaldo
top 4 is
will be
assured.
playing for a
Top
team.
4. No, I'm
No,
not
but
saying that.
you-
I'm just
yeah.
saying top 4 is assured at this point. I don't think we. That's a question. It's whether we can actually mount a title challenge or not, lah. I think that's what I
I
would say,
can't
lah.
agree. Yeah.
I mean, we have been finishing top 4 for 2 or 3 seasons straight, which I think is pretty commendable. I don't think we can be in the conversation for whether we'll finish top 4 or not. It's whether we can actually actively mount a title challenge at this point. I think we've reached that stage in our 9-year drought, I guess, for the league title. We are closest to winning the league since Ferguson left, I would say. But yeah, I mean, whether we
It's
can do
definitely
it.
the strongest team you guys had in a long time.
Exactly. We have proven winners as well. So I really hope that Ole can actually get us over the line, lah. Which, yeah. Pramod might still disagree about that, but yeah, it's okay. We'll keep it there.
No, I mean, this is the closest you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're
But
going to
yeah.
do 2,
Yeah,
lah.
basically
lah.
in some, that's the thing, lah. But anyway, it's we'll review how the title chances are for the various clubs maybe later in the season. But I think that's all right for today's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone else
Pramod.
anything to say? No. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
So I think we have covered the major football incidents, and with that, I think we've come to the end of the episode. So please do show us the support, and it will mean a lot to us if you like our videos on YouTube, and also just leave some comments on some of the videos, and also follow us on Spotify and Instagram. And also stay tuned for our upcoming footballing debate. I don't know if this was a debate, but there's more of a discussion.
There's
But,
more of a
yeah,
discussion, don't worry.
Yeah,
Big debate
so
series is
Just
separate.
a match review mostly.
Match review mostly, yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned, and we shall see you next time. Bye bye.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao, guys.
Bye, guys.